Welcome to another episode of It's Credit at the Top. I'm your host, AstenCeo. I got the voice of God on the other side with me.
Hey, hallelujah. Peace and blessings, beautiful people.
Bruh, new goal. I told you about this the other day, but the people haven't heard. New goal, $100 million. Y'all heard it right. $100 million. I'm going for it. Because why not? But not for me. I don't have the goal of making $100 million. I have a goal of having $100 million worth of impact on y'all. So my goal is I want to help 1,000 people make an extra $100,000 online in a business. 1,000 people times $100,000 equals $100 million worth of impact.
Come on, you got the goal. You got the clapping sound effect. I'm gonna just clap. I'm gonna be that sound effect.
Yeah, I don't know which button is to clap.
I'm the button.
Yeah, I be getting the buttons confused on the board. But yeah, man, I was just thinking the other day. I'm like, for one, I have It's Credit at the Top, the mastermind community, right? And I'm like, this is going to be the vehicle that's going to help 1,000 entrepreneurs make an extra 100,000 online in their business. And I'm like, why not? Because everybody else has selfish motives. Because I was thinking of ways because I want It's Credit at the Top, the mastermind community. That is going to be like my legacy product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every entrepreneur needs to have like that one thing that they're known for. Like if I say, what's the first item that comes to mind when I say McDonald's?
Item? Big Mac.
Like, it's like they known for the Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you might go and get a quarter pounder with cheese.
Right. Some nuggets.
Or Filet-O-Fish or something, or some breakfast. But it's like McDonald's, Big Mac. You know, like, I was just listening to a Grant Cardone interview before we started. When you hear Grant Cardone, what's the first thing you think of?
Real estate. Property.
Really?
That's the first thing I think of.
I think you would be in the minority of that. I think most people, or me, which I would think most people too, off of what Grant's branding himself is, you would think 10X.
See, yeah, I think that's his, like, I see that, but I'm talking about like I'm thinking like Gen Pop. Every time we see him online, it's a real estate ad.
Every time I see him online, it's him saying 10X something.
Oh, see, I don't see them 10Xs. I see the 10X conference when it happens, but I see real estate.
Where you think he make all his money? Where you think he make all his money off of?
True, but you know, he'd be like, yeah, that's the first thing coming out with Grant for me, because that's what he always pushed. In entrepreneurship and how he flipped $5 million. I mean, how he made $5 million in 90 days with no money on the Discovery Channel. But he leads.
And he did that because of 10X. You got to 10X everything. Everything's big. Why you got this goal? 10X it.
Yeah.
Like, but still though, and I'm like, and everybody has. I was just writing some content. When you called me, I was writing some content, writing some scripts out. And one of the scripts that I wrote out was about how there's nobody that brags more than a broke person. Hey, yo, real quick, I did a little over 900K in my business with just one digital product, but I have a bigger goal now, 100 million. Yeah, you heard that right, $100 million, but not for me, for y'all. I'm helping 1,000 people making extra 6 figures online in their business like them.
I made 1K in less than 12 hours.
Spent 4 hours of my life to make 29 grand.
13,500. Trying to make it crowded at the top.
1,000 people times 100,000 equals 100 million worth of impact. I'm making it crowded at the top. Get weekly coaching calls with myself, all of my courses, trainings, resources, and systems, plus a private mastermind community of entrepreneurs all designed to help you grow your business online for less than $2 a day. There's no excuses anymore. So click the link down in the description, tap into the mastermind community, and I will see you on our coaching call this upcoming Wednesday. Or don't and sit on the sidelines and watch history in the making. But regardless, we going up on this side, and I'm going to show you these wins. It's crowded at the top. Let's get it. Like broke people, they are the most braggadocious people. They brag so much about being broke. They'll be like, and I'm like, and just think about it. Like, I know this will ruffle some feathers when I record it and post it. That's why I did it, because it's going to trigger broke people. But think about the broke person, bro. They be like, they always let the world know how much money they don't have. They say it loudly and proudly. Because it's like unbeknownst to them, they're proud of how broke they are because they worked hard to get broke.
Come on now. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So it's like they're really proud of it. So they'll be like, and y'all just think about this and this may have even been your former self, or this is currently you. If it's currently you, look in the mirror, because it's all just a mindset. Broke is a state of mind, all right? But think about the person that's broke. They always let you know, I ain't got it, big bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, everybody ain't able. It must be nice.
Must be nice.
You $60 on a steak, man. $100 for a steak, man. I ain't about to spend no $100 on no steak. I can buy it. You know how many meals I can buy with $100? Everybody ain't. It's like they let everybody know how broke they are. They go in the strangers' comments on social media and criticize the person that ain't even talking about how much money they got, but letting them know in the comments that they broke. Money's the root of all evil. I ain't know it ain't.
At all.
It says the scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil. Not that money is. So all that evil stuff is the people that love the money and use the people instead of the people that use the money to love the people. Right? So I'm like, so I was thinking about that just because I had seen some stuff that got me in that mind frame. And I was like, and these broke people, they can't make more because they only think of themselves. So that's not how like abundance works. That's not how everybody that you see is doing better or doing successful. And success is relative. Everybody has a different definition of success. My definition of success is different than your definition. And it's different than your definition listening or watching this. And I think a lot of people, they get mixed up in seeing other people's success or what other people deem to be successful to them online and on social media. They lose what their definition is.
Right. They start to adopt theirs, and now they get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then
G-Wagons.
Yeah, but then they start to rank themselves with the people that they see, and that brokenness just be setting in, because it's like where if you really knew what was going on, you may be in a way better situation than that person that you seeing online that got
Yeah.
all this stuff that you think is.
Got all this stuff and then got $500 in their account. Like you don't
Yeah,
even know.
I'm like you might make $40,000 a year. You might make $35,000 a year, and you got an extra 10,000
Put up.
saved up
Mm-hmm.
over that year, versus that other person might make $1 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
but they might have 990 worth of
Yeah.
expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Because depending on the business, the profit margins are, depending on what you in, some profit margins can be. That's why I like this online stuff, because the margins is like this. Because
Yeah.
some people I know that got like brick and mortar stuff or stuff that's actually tangible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dang, you doing all that to make.
Like 10 to 30%, 10 to 20% margin at best.
Yeah. Like I saw somebody they had a popping restaurant. I'll tell you a story. Uh, I'll tell you as soon as we get done recording. But they had a popping restaurant, and I'm thinking they rolling in the dough.
Mm-hmm.
And then they told me like how much stuff costs and like what they walk away with. I'm like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That ain't cool.
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of want a restaurant. Not saying that I will get one, but if I did, it wouldn't be for money. It's just be. I always wanted to have like a spot like the mafia dudes got
Mm-hmm.
on movies and stuff, and it's like, that's their spot.
Yeah.
You want to come with a meeting with them, you gotta go talk to Sonny in the corner
Uh-huh.
over there. Or, Frank Lucas had his breakfast spot in American Gangster. It wasn't his, but he went there like every single morning.
Yeah, I kind of want one for the same reasons, like a restaurant lounge, and I want to host like open mics and poetry nights and stuff. I think that'd be
Yeah, mine wouldn't be that like that. It'd be making no money. Just it's like, you want to speak to Aston CEO, go to
like you paying to run it for real, for real. Like,
yeah, just be my spot just to kick it. But no, but I was saying the broke people though, they're not helping anybody. They're not serving anybody.
Right.
So I'm like, everybody that they see that has a certain level of success that they actually despise, the difference is that they're just serving more people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if I just serve more people through the vehicle of this crowded at the top, the community, the mastermind community, I'm like, me serving those people, it's only going to levitate me
Yeah, for sure.
also. So for those people that would think, because I know when I start to announce this in marketing and stuff, it's going to be those broken people. That's a better word for broken people.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be like,
Scam.
oh, it's only, well, that comes with it, but he's only doing it to make money. It's like, yeah, bro, you can join for less than $2 a day.
Right.
But I just know my income and influence will rise because I will be having more impact
Yep.
on people. And it's like the two go together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one can't rise without one has to rise. When
Yep.
the impact starts to rise, the influence and income, it
goes hand in hand.
They all go together.
Yeah.
It's like the triple I's. It's like you can't go without the three I's: income, impact, influence. You want to raise one of them. All you got to do is raise one of them, and the other two are going to raise regardless. It's just most people, they think of raising income.
Right.
But it's like, but you can't raise income without
raising impact.
Firstly, raising impact to influence. You want to go impact some people, your influence will start to rise, and your income will start to rise.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be more impactful, raise your influence, and you start impacting more people, and your income rises.
Yep. Simple. So simple.
But I'm just putting it out there and how I do with my goals. And this is just how I do. It may not work for everybody, but it works for me. I don't like to work in silence.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people be like, "Oh, don't tell nobody your
Yeah.
goals," because
Keep it close
it
to the
just be,
chest. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, that's a confidence. I feel like that's a confidence killer. You don't want to tell nobody because you don't want to be looking like boo boo the fool when it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna feel embarrassed and all that stuff. Versus I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing.
Yep.
And then that puts for one added pressure, which people avoid pressure. But I'm like, if you do want to look at it, pressure, I'm like, look at it as a positive thing. You put it out there, you let people know about it. If you don't want to be embarrassed, if you do actually care about what they think, the pressure's on you to deliver what you said. So you ain't gonna look like so you won't be an embarrassment.
Yep. Yep. And another thing too, like you just made me think about, like I'm like the same type of person where like I don't like to work in silence either, because one, what I found, like the more you tell people what you're doing, the more like help you get to achieve that goal. Like nobody can help you if
Yeah,
they don't
because if
know.
don't nobody know what you're doing, how can anybody help you build it?
Yeah. So y'all, when anybody, because I used to do this. I used to be like when people be like, man, what you got going on? What you been doing? You know, be like, same old, same old. Like, nah, y'all start answering that question with what you working on, because that person might be that connection or that last bit of information that you need to take it to the next level.
And you know, the other thing for me too, when people ask me what I'm doing or what I'm working on, and I tell them, I like to see that look on their face of this motherfucker crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because then because I make up enemies in my head, knowing that this person love me ain't no enemy. They just can't see or imagine what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, they turn into they, like you a part of they.
Yeah, yeah.
They ain't believe.
They ain't want me to win. They ain't
They
want
ain't
me. They
want me
ain't want
to.
me to help 1,000 people.
Or if I tell some, because it would be much easier. It would be much easier to help a smaller amount of people. Like if I was to tell some people, they'd be like, "Bro, why don't you just help?
10
Why
people.
don't you just help 10 people make $1 million,
Mm-hmm.
and then just go do that again and go do that again?" I'm like, well, I may not want the easier route, and I'm gonna have more impact. And if I'm able to help more people when they get the game and they start to get in certain positions that they get into, they'll be able to help more people and so forth. And then it'll be like just
Right.
like a bigger spread. So I'm like, we hear all these rappers and stuff, talk about, and really rappers are the only people that talk about how much money they have.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it really just be rappers
Yeah.
or some entrepreneurs that have a lifestyle product.
Mm-hmm.
It may even be education, but they're really not selling the education. They're selling the lifestyle
Right. The product
to
of
get
the product.
to get impulse buys.
Yeah.
But even them, they may not tell how much money they got, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, this ain't gonna be this 100 million. I'm like, bro, that's $100 million worth of impact on people. I'm like, and that's a movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying it, and I'm gonna be saying it, and I'm gonna be saying it loud because I want people to know. And anything that y'all doing in y'all's businesses, y'all got to let people know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and another thing too, I wish I didn't have to say 1,000 to make an extra 100,000, but I know I have to say 100,000 because for some reason, people's mind be on 6 figures
Yeah.
and it don't be on 7.
Or it don't be on the $999,999. It be on the
That
100,000.
that too. But I'm like, I low key gotta dumb it down
Yeah.
because if I say I want to help create 7-figure businesses, when I market it, people won't believe it
Right. It's
because
scary.
they don't believe that they can. They don't believe that they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say
100.
100,000, 6 figures, just to get people to believe that it's a. Because everybody, for some reason, everybody thinks they can get 100,000.
Right.
They don't think that they can get 1 million when it's literally the same work
Mm-hmm.
to get both. And I'm only telling you, I know it's the same work to get because I've done both.
Yeah.
So it's crowded at the top, y'all. Weekly coaching with myself, all my courses, trainings, resources, and systems, and a private mastermind community, all designed to help you grow your business online. You join for less than $2 a day. As of right now, price will probably go up in the future, but as of right now, less than $2 a day. The goal, 100 million worth of impact. So y'all can click the link in the description, tap in, and I'll see you on a coaching call this Wednesday. Or don't. And watch history in the making. Regardless, we going up. It's crowded at the top.